And, I don't want them to be like that. I hope that they're not like that. So I actually encourage them to be more social, to go out, to, be with their friends.
Okay, and that's both the 10 and the 15.
And 10-year-old too. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be dropping her off at her friend's house as soon as they get here.
Okay, awesome. And what do you have any vacations in mind for the family?
No, not.
Do they have a place they want to go?
Well, not this year. They're going to Nicaragua with Anna for a month in the summer.
What's in a month?
For a month.
Damn.
So that's their big vacation this year.
Damn. Have you ever been?
I've been twice, yeah.
You like it?
I do, yeah.
All right, tell me something nice about Nicaragua.
The food.
All right, what type of food is it?
Well, it's it's along the lines of Spanish food that you would find, anywhere else, but with a different style. It's rice, it's beans, it's, meats that are grilled or fried. It's good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just nice. That was the first place I ever traveled. It was just nice to be outside of the United States. And just, and it's something I learned really, not being able to speak the language, because I don't speak Spanish. I never learned how to speak Spanish. I know some words and I can ask for some things, and but I don't speak Spanish. And
you're not fluent.
No, I'm not fluent. And being there and struggling with the language gave me a better understanding of how people that come here to the United States struggle with the language. I never thought about it before. You got people just like screaming at them, speak English, Yeah, the cheesesteak guy here in Philly one time put up that sign, if you're going to order in his window, speak English, order in English. So it gave me this understanding that not only is another language difficult, some people learn them easily, but not only is it difficult to learn, but when you're in that situation, there's also an embarrassment factor. Here you are trying to speak a foreign language, and you could feel embarrassed, which will almost prevent you from going out on a limb and trying to speak it on every occasion that you get. Because I was there trying to speak Spanish, and like sometimes I was just butchering it.
Do you regret not learning Spanish?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
When could you have learned Spanish? Obviously now, but prior to now, when could you?
I wouldn't have. There was no opportunity for me at
not like high school, middle school, etc.
No. I mean, I took it, but I wasn't really at school all that much. And over the last several years, I've tried to get into it and tried to learn it, and I just really haven't committed myself, fully to learning. But I do regret not speaking it. I regret not having learned it. Not that it had anything to do with me early on, but I wish I was bilingual. I wish I knew how to speak.
Are your daughters bilingual?
No.
Okay.
No.
What else do we need? It seems like we're missing something from your oldest daughter turning 15, your oldest daughter being 15. Is there anything else we're missing?
Well, it's just that I began to think, not really, except that it just dawned on me that it's just as the parent, I'm just like, oh my God, she's 15 already. I called her, I wished her a happy birthday, because I haven't seen her. I won't see her till tomorrow. And time has just flown by so quickly, and I began to think about all these times where sometimes I got on her over not making her bed, and I yelled at her for not making her bed, thinking somehow that was going to translate into she's going to quit school, she's going to go on welfare, and she, in my head, not making her bed, it dictates how her whole life is going to go. And I got on her, and then I kind of why did I act like that over that? And she's probably thinking the same thing. Why are you acting like this? I just didn't make the bed. Now, let me reveal that she never makes the bed. So it isn't just like one time, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not really a big deal. It doesn't equate that she's not going to
spank your children.
No, I don't hit my kids. Not to say that I haven't spanked them in the past.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not saying that I never did.
That was past tense. Okay, yes.
Yes,
okay.
not. But no, I haven't in
Is
many,
that
many,
way better than
many years.
The other way?
I just realized, I got beat when I was a kid.
Okay, congratulations.
And I didn't like it.
Congratulations.
And I just.
Wait, you said spanked or beat?
I got beat.
Okay.
I got.
There's a difference, I'm assuming, right?
It would be borderline abuse.
Okay.
But I began.
Like how so? How so?
Like beat with a belt. Like I had my grandmom stomp me one time. Stomp me. I fell on the floor. She just, I got my feet. I'm going to stomp them. like as if we were in the streets. She stomped me like we were in the streets. So, but I just realized that every time I spanked my kids in the past, I was angry. It was never out of love. If I told you it was out of love, that's BS. I was always angry. I hit them in anger.
Like Joe Jackson.
Yeah, like Joe Jackson.
I mean, Joe created. I don't know if Mike would have did the same greatness had he not been. I
just realized that these are kids, and I shouldn't be putting my hands on them. And I never beat them like I got beat. I did spank them, but I just at some point I realized like these are children, and I shouldn't be hitting children, and I didn't anymore. I decided I wanted to be someone that talked to them. I wanted to work things out with them.
Some people may say not all things are talkable.
Hey, listen, I work around a lot of guys that think the world's problems are because people aren't beating their kids.
I know a lady who's 12. I know a lady who has a 12-year-old who just stole her car, and she spanked him. And I don't think anything is necessarily wrong. I think that balances itself out. You don't think so? You think you can talk that out?
I don't want to. I'm not saying what another parent does. I'm not a parent that's saying you shouldn't do that. I'm saying for me, I'm not doing that. Okay. But when I was in fifth grade, when I was in fifth grade, I went to school with this kid named John Washington. We fought like 3 times.
Who won?
I won the first one. He won the next 2.
Okay.
It was like one of those neighborhood, and we hung out too. But it was like the box night. Sometimes they have trilogy. Somehow we just kept getting into fights. But his grandmother came up and beat him in the front of the class at school. And it seemed like it went on for like a half an hour. It probably lasted maybe a minute or so, but at the time, it seemed like it went on for like a half an hour. Like she was just beating him.
Right there where the teacher was.
Yeah. I didn't know you were allowed to do that stuff.
Okay.
And then after school, he joked, we're walking home together now. And he's like, I knew that was coming. I wore 2 pairs of pants. So for me, I'm just, for me.
I think you like it though. I think you do. I think the undertone is you like it, but at the same time, I don't think you're totally against it.
It's not for me. It's just not for me. I don't hit my kids.
You've done it.
I've done it in the past, yeah. So I had a turning point. Yes, I've done it. I had a turning point, and I decided I didn't want to do it anymore. Just like in my life, I've had many turning points, where I felt very strongly about things.
Oh, yeah. And
then there comes a point in my life where I take a deeper look at it, or I and I say, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do this now. And for the most part, that's been positive. I've never gone from something positive to negative.
If I was to ask your 10-year-old and 15-year-old, what is daddy most excited about life? What would they say? If they couldn't include themselves.
About life?
About life, yeah. What is daddy most excited about? What would they say?
They probably say running.
Okay.
I think they would answer running. Because even now when I'm kind of going through some stuff where I'm stressed out, they'll be like, Daddy, why don't you go for a run?
Okay.
Because they know that's my meditation. That's my thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Anything else? Your 15-year-old. Anything else?
No. I'm looking forward to seeing her and celebrating her birthday with her, and hoping that we begin to, like, I feel like now we're going to start a new phase for our relationship. That might just be all in my head. I don't know, but I just feel like with this new age, we're going to just start another phase of our relationship. And I'm hoping it'll be more transparent and a more conversational.
What are you most proud about your 15-year-old? Most proud?
That she's not making. She seems to be making good choices by not making bad choices.
What's the last best choice she made?
I don't know, because I just feel like, because I don't know what's going on when she's not with me or she's out with her friends. I just feel like she's making good choices, like I said, by not making bad choices. Because at 15, I was already an alcoholic, doing coke, smoking weed on a daily basis, hanging with drug dealers. Like I was already like, almost like felt like to the point of like, I couldn't imagine her doing what I did now. And see, the thing is, I hung with girls her age that were doing the same things that I was doing. And I don't see that in her. She still seems to be pretty innocent. She just wants to have some fun. Yeah, the hormones are starting to kick in and stuff like that, but she's still basically just wanting to have, fun.
Do you monitor her social media?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Is there a reason you don't?
I don't feel like there's she's only on Snapchat. It's the one thing that she goes back and forth with her friends about. I don't feel like there's a need to.
Okay.
And I'm sure, but that's probably because I know Anna does. So I'm not. That's probably why. As I said that, I'm like, oh yeah, Anna's on that. So if there's anything that's really going on, I guess I would know. So.
Do you fear social media for your daughter?
No, not necessarily. I just, like early on, I talked to her about, like I said, the sexting and stuff like that, because you had a lot of that going on. And, I get it. If we'd had phones when I was young, that it would have probably been going on too. I mean, so I just wanted her to be, I wanted her to be careful and to be aware, and so, but I think she's good. I believe she's good. I believe she's responsible, and she can handle that. So.
Okay, very nice. Anything else, 15-year-old daughter?
No, she's good. I'm proud of her. She's doing well. She's doing well in school.
She plays the ukulele.
Plays the ukulele.
Plays the piano.
Did some powerlifting in the winter. Got second place.
There you go.
Deadlift, so she's doing good.
And we did touch on step parenting.
Yes.
I thought that was really cool.
And it's definitely an important role. And like I said, I accept the challenge. It'll be yeah, you're right. It's a simple thing, but it's a huge thing.